Hello everybody, welcome to RSNA. Day one just concluded. What did we do? So I got here, I had lunch with my dad, which you saw, and we got our room. I am sharing a room with my dad, and we just basically ate and then went to the presidential address, which was very interesting, all about AI and its use in radiology. And they again reiterated the fact that radiologists will not be replaced by AI. I know everyone in my comments loves to say that we're going to be replaced, but whatever. And I can give examples about why we're not going to be replaced, or like the way that AI and radiologists can work together. You probably hear that I'm out of breath. I have been walking. I'm staying at one of the hotels that is attached to the venue, but it's like further away and it's such a hike. Regardless, that was awesome. Now, and then we had an opening reception, which I forgot to take any footage of, but just caught up with a couple of my friends. So nice. Like, you just look around here and you literally you see people that you know. It's so much fun. You're like, oh, hi. Well, are you still there? Are you still there? What are you doing now? Like, what are you working on? What's new? More kids? Like, it's just so fun to catch up. This was my drink of choice. I just had a couple sips. I needed some sugar after that lunch, and then I was in a dark room for an hour and a half listening to the presidential address and everything, and I need some sugar to get me through. Now I'm going to change out of this outfit into something a little bit cuter for the welcome reception, which my friend has graciously invited me to be her plus one. So I'm going to get ready and I will show you my outfit in just a second. This is my outfit for today. We have a little anthropology dress. It's velvet, very holiday, and my boots, which I think are just so pretty. Of course you have pomegranate, cutie pie. So I'm back in my room and I just took off my shoes. I'm just gonna sit for like at least an hour because I am exhausted. Yesterday I got here like halfway through the day. Honestly, it was like 3 o'clock before we even entered the exhibition halls or the conference, and I reached 11,000 steps, which is a lot for me when I'm preggoed out. But today, actually, why don't we see how many steps you think I'm at? And my feet are seriously killing me. I had to come back. And that's why I like staying at a hotel that's like connected to the conference center, or even like walking distance if you absolutely have to, because it's crucial to get this like 1 hour of selfie time. Oh yeah, we want to see how many steps I got. So put your guesses below. What do you think? I've been out since like 8 something this morning. So, and it's now 2. What do you think? 8,900. It's going to be more than that by the end of the day. I guess it's only 2, so felt like more though. It definitely felt like more. So interestingly, Prenuvo had a booth. Now, if there's anything that you know or don't know about Prenuvo is the whole body MRI screening scan, which basically does a whole body MR, and it's supposed to detect cancer or any life-threatening things early. And I'm speaking like sort of as a layperson because I don't really know Prenuvo. I'm not paid by Prenuvo. I'm not anything Prenuvo, but I know that they are sort of rising in popularity with a lot of celebrities endorsing them. Kim Kardashian, I think Paris Hilton. And it's interesting because I've seen job postings for them, and they want radiologists to read They say it's like totally on your own time, and I don't know if they pay you by study or what their expectations are. I really don't know. So in the exhibition hall, there are like little areas, and everything's separated out. Like there's an AI area, and there's an educator's row, and this was in recruiter's row. So in the recruitment area, there was a booth for Prenuvo, which is an interesting place to put Prenuvo, by the way. But that's where Prenuvo was. So they were recruiting radiologists to read. And I asked one of the exhibitors who was there what sequences they obtain out of curiosity, because something that you may not know is that a lot of radiologists are sort of anti-Prenuvo type of things, anti-full body MRI, outside of a few certain reasons to have it. So there are like certain indications for you to get a whole body MRI. Multiple myeloma is one that comes to mind. I think we also use whole body MRI in patients with genetic conditions such as Leishman-Meni, which is a P53 mutation. Those are the sort of two main indications that are coming to mind, but there might be others. This is obviously totally paid by the patient. This is an elective elective imaging exam. You can pay to do it. I think it's like $1,000 something, maybe $2,000, somewhere between $1,000 and $2,000 to do it. And the issue becomes validation, like whether or not it's actually going to work. And so companies like this, where we don't even know if it's validated, just put a further strain on the system. I think that's sort of like the way that we see it. Now, obviously, is it going to help at the individual level? Yes, I'm sure that there are going to be multiple cases of patients that do find something that helps save their life. And I'm not saying it has no value, but the question is, when it comes to actual screening tools, they have to be validated for both patient outcomes and also healthcare cost, because both of those things are very real. And that's why screening mammography is something that can be utilized, because the cost and the benefit, they sort of work together, right? This is something that hasn't been validated, but we don't know what the cost versus the outcomes are really going to show. So that's sort of my 2 cents on Prenuvo. Okay, talked a lot about Prenuvo, but they were there, so I got a little cleaning thing. They were giving out these facial roller balls. Thanks, Prenuvo. I think I got something else from them too, but I don't know. Oh, Volpara. Volpara is one of the AI tools that we use, or at least, okay, they do AI, but they do a lot of other stuff too. Now they are actually one of our dictation platforms. What's this? It's a bookmark? They're one of our dictation platforms. A lot of the stuff that we get at radiology conferences are just notebooks and pens. This is also from Volpara. It's a nice fancy pen. Okay, cool. I like to pick stuff up for my son too, so. Oh, this is what I got from Prenuvo. It was a hand san. I really needed hand sanitizer. I was like, someone must have it. So I got a Prenuvo hand sanitizer. I needed that. This is always the best. These Kleenex packs. I think I need to get another one of those. This is a very cute air freshener, apparently. Look at how cute it smells. Or how cute it is. You can't smell it, unfortunately, but look at how cute it is. It's a little air freshener. Oh yeah. Funny story about these pens, these UCLA pens. So last year, my friend and I were walking around the exhibits, and last year the recruiter area was not as crazy as it was this year. This year, it was every single booth was filled. Last year, I feel like it was there were only a few recruiter booths, so that's crazy. That just shows the shortage. Everyone is hiring. But we were there on the last day of the event, and on the last day, the vendors sort of want to get rid of all their stuff so they don't have to travel back with everything. And so this guy gave me I don't know if it was the same person, but he gave me boxes and boxes of these UCLA pens. So I have 2 or 3 boxes of these UCLA pens at home. But today, since it's not the last day, he obviously didn't give me a box of them. But I love these RSVP pens. They are some of my favorite. Rad Partners gave me this cute pen. I love the feel of this pen. And if I'm remembering right, I think I liked this pen last year, and so I got another one because it was really nice. I got a sticker for my son. He loves stickers. This one is for ISMRM and ISMRT, which this is what I was excited to give to my son because I think he will like it. It's a globe. It's a stress ball, but it's a globe. Now, do we think he's going to eat it? It's definitely possible. This is to put over your camera on your computer from Jefferson Health. Boop. These are always useful. These are always useful. I'm trying not to pick up things that I'm not ever going to use, but I think these are all useful. This is very useful. These are the different adapters. So you have USB-C, you have I don't remember what this one is called, the old iPhone one. And then you have just a regular USB. And this will help the adapters. And then this, I got a measuring tape because honestly, the number of times that I wish I had a measuring tape and can't find one. Now, obviously I need a bigger one for my actual like house, but even just for like measuring, I don't know, my wrist or bracelet or like little stuff, my son's height, always a good one. Have something. So I got a little measuring tape. So I'm very excited about that. I know. Not as cool as free skincare at derm conferences, but this is what we have to work with. So that is what I got today. I think that's it. And then I did get a couple of cute items for my son from the actual RSNA store, and I got a mug. I got a little reindeer, and I got a llama because I thought it was so cute. So that is basically what it's like to be at a radiology conference. So I'm getting more and more tired looking as the days go on. We got back yesterday from that Indian restaurant called Indian, which was delicious, around 10:30. We left at 10:30, so I think I went to bed, and then I scrolled on my phone, and you know, the usual, so it was like 11 something before I went to bed. I have a meeting soon, so I'm just finishing getting ready. I don't have much time. Oh crap, I really don't have much time. I have like 10 minutes. Okay. I didn't tell you all yesterday. I totally ate it, and like I had one of those slow motion falls where I felt like I was falling for I don't know, like a solid 5 minutes, and there was a wall in front of me, but it was a little bit far, and so in my mind I was like, I can either just like keep tripping, just like keep it going, or I can just fall down. And so I was like, I have to keep tripping so I get to the wall and I can catch myself. And so I just kept tripping all the way from the door to the wall. I wonder if it was like this distance. And the people were like mortified. They were like, are you okay? And I'm like, ah. With this huge belly, right? So I was like, oh my God, I can't fall. I can't fall. It's the only thing. I can't fall onto my belly, but I can just trip forever. That was truly very embarrassing. Luckily, I don't think that anyone of them knew who I was. Even if they did, they were very nice about it. No one made fun of me, but I was definitely like, oh my God, I cannot believe that just happened. The dang shoes. I was wearing sneakers. I wasn't even wearing boots. I was wearing sneakers, which is like the funniest thing. But okay, what do we think? Is that good enough for today? Let's see. Time, please. All right, 4 minutes to spare. So I have 4 minutes to clean up. And, oh, I didn't do lipstick. We made a much more sensible shoe choice today because I am tired. My feet are tired. So there you go, platform sneakers for day 3, final day of RSNA. Hey guys, so now it's Tuesday evening. What time? It just turned 7:15. Of course, I have to have my charger there because otherwise my phone will literally have already died multiple times. I'm exhausted. I walked well over 10,000 steps today. My feet are killing me, and I was out all day. I went to my meeting this morning, which you saw, walk around, and I then walked around the exhibits just to see like what was there. It was so interesting. Again, I talked about Prenuvo yesterday. So many new packs, so many new AI systems coming out. Crazy. I walked around getting some stuff. Hand sanitizer, I really needed that. And then I had a lunch, and oh, I can show you, hold on. They let me keep this, but yeah, I have this, like, it's like thick. A thick piece of cardboard or something where they printed my face on for the VIP lunch, and that was cool. I got to meet a lot of really enthusiastic young people, so that was awesome. After that, we ended up talking. That's the thing. So one thing I'll say about the networking is just that if you go to these events, like they say it was said 12:15 to 1. I think we were there until 1:40, just talking and answering questions and giving out like practical advice about what life is like as a radiologist, and my advice for applying and jobs and what to look for. And we talked a lot about culture, and I think that's going to be one of my next videos, is going to be a lot about culture. Like what are the things to look for in a job, because I've been through a couple of jobs at this point, and I think the main thing that was difficult for me to assess, and I'm not sure there's a good way to assess, but it was culture. And that's what I'm trying to pass on to the people that I'm talking to. Like, well, you have to figure out what the culture is at the program. So that was one thing. So yes, talked until 1:40. And then we just continued to talk for a while. And I had a podcast recording, which they didn't let me record any parts of that, which was sad. I just wanted to like show you guys what it looked like in there. But regardless, I ended up doing a podcast episode for a radiographics paper that's coming out, I don't know, hopefully in the next couple months. And so that was really cool. And then after that, I went back to the exhibits to look specifically for one thing, and I could not find it. Like, I walked around both exhibit halls, and I don't know if you guys know how huge this place is, but it's massive. And I could not find the one exhibitor, regardless of where I was looking. So I ended up just coming back to my room. And I sat here for an hour because my feet were killing me. At this point, it was like 4-ish. I was so tired, and I just had a snack. And then I went to the Rad Discord meetup, which was fun. We just met over in a restaurant like a block away. It is so cold here, by the way. It is freezing. But regardless, we just met up with the people that started the Rad Discord, and like it's so cool to I don't know, like my thoughts on, like, it's not just networking, but when you go to the conferences, like you get to meet so many people, and these are the people that have started so many of the programs that you get to participate in. So like I remember the first time that the Rad Discord was even like happening. I remember the first sessions, the first core exam preps. I remember like before it was so established what it used to be like, and you see it evolve and you see it change, and you see how amazing like people can make it. So regardless, and like I know the people that started it, right? Because like you become friends with them, especially when you all started out sort of doing the same thing. We were all sort of like the social media people. Anyways, it was really nice to just catch up with people and catch up with the original social media crew and see them every single year. Like you see them at every conference every year, and it's so nice to just get to see people. Anyways, I just got back from the Rad Discord meetup, and I was like craving something warm, so I stopped and got some tea. It is so good. It smells really good. And I got dessert because I had a little bit of food there at the Discord meetup, but I'm still hungry. So now, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do some of my follow-up emails. I'm going to schedule them for 2 days from now when everyone should be back home or going back home. And hopefully I will not have to do that when I get back. So it is like 7 something, like I said, and I'm just going to write my follow-up emails and hopefully do a little bit of work. Then I leave tomorrow. So that might be the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me to RSNA. This might be a really super long video, but that's okay. And if you have any questions about, you know, the things that we heard or saw. I think the bottom line is that AI is coming, but we are not going to be out of a job. That is my main takeaway and my hope and my goal for my future. But until then, we are still turning away, and there's still a shortage, and we still need to train good radiologists. So anyways, yeah, that is it. Let's get to work. Let's do some work.